There are 5 myths in self-defense I want to make sure that people understand, because if you don't know these myths, they can get you seriously hurt in a realistic altercation. The first one is that of what I call the one knockout punch myth. All that means is that people think that going ahead and training for that one knockout punch is the way to go. When I actually think making sure that you train in combination, so we're throwing a combination of moves, is the best, more effective way to train for self-defense. I understand that we see MMA fights and we see that one big blow that takes somebody out and knocks them right down to the ground. But in that highlight reel, we haven't seen what happened the previous moves or minutes before that, where there were several blows, there were several moves, several punches, several kicks that set up that one last final blow that took somebody down to the ground. The second myth is that by just carrying a weapon, it makes you attack proof. And I can't tell you anything that probably bothers me the most. It's when I talk to people about self-defense class and they simply say, hey, listen, don't worry, I carry pepper spray, I carry a gun. Geez, listen, just carrying a weapon doesn't really guarantee anything, right? You need the training to go along with that tool. If you carry pepper spray, make sure you've trained with it. And especially if you guys carry a gun on a regular basis, make sure that you guys know how to use that as well. So it's not just the tool, it's the training that is, I would say, even more important. The third myth might surprise you. It's the fact that fighting back may not always be the best option. You know, I had a buddy that once got into a brawl with several people. You know, it started off with a one-on-one fight, but then his friends came on in and a horrible thing happened. He ended up getting beat up by 4 or 5 different guys. And he made the smartest decision. He just curled up in the fetal position and took his beatings. The reason why that was a smarter decision was I truly believe that if he would have tried fighting all those guys, 4 or 5 guys at a time, he would have been beat for a longer period of time and more brutally. They went ahead, they saw that they got good licks in them, and then they took off. That was a smarter decision to not fight back. The fourth myth is that self-defense classes all of a sudden are a guarantee that you're going to do well in an altercation. Let me tell you, self-defense classes and taking them is just the first step. You need to train what you know. And that kind of leads into the fifth kind of myth right here, is that by just knowing the self-defense moves, maybe just even watching a video online is not going to give you the skills. You have to go out and you have to practice, you have to train.